Miss Molly and Miss Luna. Smile for the camera. Say ham. Ham. In my dream, we were playing basketball, which is something I don't do, never have. And I say we, other people in the dream I don't know in real life. Usually. Sometimes, yeah. But we were playing, and I just decided to go rogue and just I grabbed the ball and went to a different basket, one on the side, and then a different one, and then I said, hey, let's just uh, make things up as we go and do like a performance, for the crowd, we just do crazy stuff and have no rules and just go. And so that's what we did. Kind of like the Harlem Globetrotters, but without a routine or any skill. I guess that sort of thing. But, yeah, I don't, even in PE class, I remember doing drills for basketball. A few. We must have played some, but I was into running, long distance running. And anyway, I went to a game or two at school, and that's how I met Leslie. Ed introduced me to her, and then the crowd kind of washed away and they were gone. And he sits behind me in English, Mrs. Harris's English class. And he says, hey, ask her to the prom. So I did, and we went. I never had my first date ever. We talk on the phone, but only about details for the prom. She lived nearby me, but I never came over to go for a walk with her or anything like that. And during the dance, I would just go and get her punch and come get her for slow dances. But even after that, we didn't. She had a birthday party. She invited me and a bunch of her friends, and I didn't know any of them. But there's some good girls. Sometimes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think you're good. Accidentally. I don't remember anything about Mrs. Harris's English class, except that Leanna was in there, and so was her boyfriend Dave, and that's all I remember. Because one time, Chris, I was over at Chris's for the night, and he said, hey, let's call some girls. So I called Rihanna, and she put Dave on, talked to me for about half an hour about wrestling. trying to get me to join up with the team, and it never occurred to me to get him to try to join track or a swim team. But that was about that. I hear chewing. That was junior year. And then I remember Mr. Greer for senior English. And we were assigned to read George Orwell's 1984. I didn't really like the book reports we had to do. I was reading 1,000-page books on my own, like James Clavell, Shogun, and not Taipan, Noble House, and later Whirlwind, and part of Gaijin. Didn't like that one too much. A lot of sex scenes in there, but that was okay. It just kind of bummed me out. But a lot different than his other books. But, yeah, he let us eat our lunch in class as long as we didn't get any on the floor. So Chuck and I would always have ours done because we were right before lunch. And so we had lunch hour to socialize. I would table hop. The only other assignment I remember was Catcher in the Rye. I don't remember anything about that book though. And I was also reading James Michener's The Source and Mario Puzo's The Godfather and several of his other fictional mafia books. And Stephen R. Donaldson's series like Lord of the Rings is actually about a human with a ring and magical powers in a land that he would be transported to from time to time. Sometimes decades or maybe centuries apart, but Lord Foulsbane, I only read several of the books. Good girls. Yeah.